Hello and welcome back to Lessons Learned. I'm Sherry and you're watching Monday Quilt Chat. This is where I talk about everything quilting and sewing and crafting, and it just kind of gives me a time to think about what's going on here in my sewing room, what's going on out there in the quilting world, what the new trends are, what some of the old methods of quilting are, all of that kind of stuff, just everything. So if you like that kind of thing, that's what I'm going to chat about today. So thank you for coming by. I hope you have a warm drink ready to sit and chat with me. So that would be wonderful. All right, so weekend sewing. I'm looking at my list. I'm actually enjoying the fact that I'm actually preparing my quilt chat a little bit, even though chatting is supposed to be impromptu, isn't it? There will be plenty of impromptu, believe me, in this video. But weekend sewing, I put another practice quilt on the long arm and got it finished on Saturday. I loaded it and finished it all in one day. I think I spent probably about 6.5 hours total, and that included all of the hiccups, which I'm getting better. I had some new unexpected hiccups this time, and I think that's why it's important to do a lot of practice quilts at first, because you're not always going to have the same set of circumstances with each one. So just kind of ironing out all of those things that can happen and learning how to deal with those so that on the next one you won't have that one, but you might have another one. So I've got a lot to learn still, maybe better, more efficient ways to do things as well. And it all comes with time. And all of you out there that have long arms, you know what I'm talking about. So if you're on the Facebook group, or if you're not on the Facebook group, go there and you can actually see that finished quilt. It's not bound yet, but I'll get it bound this week and you'll see it on Friday, and I'll try to remember all the particulars about that quilt top and quilt pattern and all that stuff, so that in case you want to make one like it, you'll know what it's made of. Trying to think, was there anything else other than this? I may have worked on my little burgundy 2.5-inch square. I may have made another 6 blocks of that, I think, since I talked to you on Friday. And then these from the Harvest Square Dance project, I need to make 24. I have 16 now. So I just need 8 more. So I'm well on my way to getting these done. They can be little boogers, because you wouldn't believe how many times I've turned this the wrong way. I get the whole entire thing done and see that I have one turned the wrong way. I don't know how that happens, how I miss it, but I know at least 3 times now I've had to go in and tease one of these out of here, turn it and sew it back down. So, that takes time, and I don't have time like that. So I'm keeping going on these this week. Who knows, I might have them done this week. Wouldn't that be good? I need to, because, January's running out, and I need this done before I can start my other one. You all know the drill. So this is staying out on my sewing table here all the time. I don't put it away at the end of the day like I normally do with projects. I'm leaving it out because it will get touched every day until it's done. So I'm sure you all have projects like that too. So all right, so let's see. Weekend sewing, the long arm, and the Harvest Square Dance, and the 2.5-inch. I think that's all I put my hands on this weekend. That was plenty. And I cannot wait to get my chair to have in front of the long arm, because my lower back and my feet are killing me. Yeah, that's coming up soon. Got to get me a chair. Okay, let's talk about what's going to make up the Wednesday video this week. It's a little bit of an involved thing, intertwined subject. So I want to do a sew along. That's number 1 with you. I want to use up my batting scraps that I'm accumulating and have been accumulating even before I got a long arm. And I want to do it in an organized way so that I can give you proper instruction on how to do it. I also have a lot of 2.5-inch strips. What I'm trying to get to is, I want to do a quilt as you go quilt. So that will be our sew along, and it'll probably start early in February. Wednesday's video is going to be like the preliminary instructions. What method will I choose? How will we do it? By color? Will it be by scrappy? Will it be a particular fabric line? When exactly are we going to start? What pattern will we use for the blocks themselves? Will it be a block of the month or a block of the week? So all of those things are going to get ironed out today and tomorrow, and you will have a video on it Wednesday outlining all the details. Now, some of you may not have a scrap stash. I'd like to know, is there anybody out there who doesn't have a scrap stash? Come on. Do you not? Either way, there will be an option for people who do not have a scrap stash, or who do not have a batting scrap stash. I will give you some measurements, some approximate measurements on what you need to complete this Quilt As You Go project. I am using ideas from 2 videos. Teresa Down Under on YouTube and Scrap Fabric Love on YouTube. That's Kristen, and then of course Teresa. Teresa has been on YouTube a long time. She has nearly 200,000 subscribers, and she has written books. She writes patterns, so she definitely knows what she's doing. She has a video on 9 different Quilt As You Go methods. Kristen has a video on 7 different methods. So after carefully considering all of those, and I'm sure some of them overlap, I'm going to pick a method, and that's what we're going to do. Will it be scrappy? Will it be a fabric line? I don't know. I got to figure that out in the next 2 days and get that video made for you so that we'll know how to proceed when the time comes. So that's what we're going to look at Wednesday. So get ready, take a look at what you've got in your sewing room. I will try to give you approximate needs on batting and yardage if you don't have scraps, if you want to do this sew along. So I'll have all those things decided by then. So tune in to Wednesday's video. Make sure you're subscribed. If you see the word subscribe anywhere on the screen, tap it, and then also touch the black bell, which will give you the notifications so that you won't miss that video and get left behind. You can't have that happen. Let me address also the issue that's been happening with YouTube and dropping subscribers. I don't really have an answer as to why that's happening. I've looked into it. There's different ideas on why that happens. But if you go into your subscriptions, if you discover that you're unsubscribed from this channel or any other channel you watch, before you resubscribe, go into your subscriptions on YouTube, all the people you're subscribed to, and see if I'm there. If I'm still there, you're still subscribed, no matter what that subscribe button says. But if you come back, and just in case you still see subscribe, it's not going to hurt anything to hit the subscribe button. If you're noticing that you're not seeing me jump up on your subscription list, then definitely hit the subscribe button. But I don't know, it's just kind of an ongoing thing we're just going to have to deal with. But just to make sure you get Wednesday's video and any other video that I put out, make sure you're subscribed and that black bell is on. Thank you for taking care of that. I really appreciate it. I am past 14,500. I'm just so anxious to get to 15,000. I feel like it's just around the corner, maybe in the next month or so. So, yeah, growing the channel. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you enjoy these videos. I hope you share them. Tell your friends. The more the merrier. Alright, so, let's see. Craft Swap. Lisa Marie's Craft Swap. I know some of you are involved in Lisa Marie's Craft Swap Facebook group. If you're not and you want to find out what that is, just go search on that. And you can join it. And also join the Craft Swap. And it's $5 per swap each time you participate. And then you get a partner. And you each send each other a get to know me form to know what each other's likes and dislikes are, what your needs are, all that sort of details you need if you're going to make somebody something. So this time it was interesting. I don't know if they've ever done this kind of swap before, but I thought it was really, really cool. But what we're going to do is we send a half a yard of fabric and a handful of embellishments, could be anything, ribbon, zipper, buttons, whatever, to your partner based on your likes. Of course, anything that comes from your stash is going to be stuff you like, right? They're going to send you theirs. You make up theirs and they make up yours. It could be anything. They get to choose. It could be a project pouch, a zipper pouch. It could be anything, pincushion, anything. Either way, you have to use half of the items that they sent you. So I got my partner stuff in. I sent a half a yard of the Carolina Lilies. I sent a handful of vintage buttons and a roll of kind of like a real thin burlap ribbon, about a ½ inch, and it has a little scrolly black thing on it. That's what she got from me, and then I got hers in, and she sent a Robin Pickens half yard. It's the Tulip Tango. I've used this before. This was in one of my Pat Sloan's sew-along things, like Hometown Memories or something like that. And then she sent me a zipper and a tassel in this color. It's going to be pretty. And then this, I don't know what this is. You all need to tell me what this is. It has 4 little tiny holes in it. It's kind of fuzzy. Is it like a zipper tail or pull? Like you would, I don't know. Somebody tell me what this is. I want to use it. She sent it, so I want to use it. Anyway, maybe it's just a little tag thing. Like a little embellishment you just stick on there. Like a, you know, like a homemade by little thing, although it doesn't say anything. If you know what this is, let me know. I'm going to stick it on there somehow or another, even if it's wrong. I want to use the things that she sent, is the crux of it. And she also kindly sent me some 0 sugar Reese cups. And I sent her some machine needles. So that's going on. I got to get that done before March 1st, I think. So I have a little bit of time, but I'm not one to make bags and things too much. And I think that lends itself to making some sort of bag. So I'm going to look up some videos on how to put a zipper in a bag. I haven't done it in a while. Also, Pat Sloan has a 10th anniversary blog. If you watch her, I'm sure you already know about it. But if you go on her .com, I love to make quilts.com, the free pattern is there. So you can download it, print it off if you want, and make this 10th anniversary blog. It's 10th anniversary of her Facebook group. She has the biggest Facebook group in the quilting realm that there is. She has like 250,000 followers or something. You need 4 fabrics for it, and these 2 floral fabrics that I have here were gifted to me in a craft swap, and so I want to use those. So I pulled out this Ruby Star Speckle, and then also this, I think this is a Stonehenge, but that blue is in there. I don't know if you can tell. Here, see that? That looks pretty. So I think I want to make me a new door hanger quilt on the she shed here. I still have my fall one up that I made. So I think I want to make one for spring out of this. Or I also pulled this. This is called School Days, and I love this right here. This one. It's hedgehogs, but it's in a burgundy color. I like this too, but this is a little more fabric than I need, I think. These are half yards. That would be, well, 2 yards of fabric. I don't know, I might need 2 yards. I don't know if this will be enough now that I'm looking at it. It just depends on how many borders and stuff I put on it, so maybe that will determine how I use the fabric. But I think I want to use these because I've been wanting to use this fabric she gave me. I love it. That's the good thing about the Get to Know Me form that you send on the craft swaps, is they only send you things that you like. So she got it right on that. I really like that. Let's see. My journaling. Let's see. I'll show you my journal pages, my journal days. I did a bunch of stuff last week. I feel like I did. I actually did pretty good last week. I don't have anything down for Sunday, but this is Sunday right now for me. It's Monday for you. I'm gonna work on a couple of these for sure before the day is gone. Let's go ahead and get to the quilt of the week. It's called, I'll put a picture right here. It's called Aves, A-V-E-S, 63 by 63. It's by Cindy Hoffman Meyer of Clarksville, Virginia. Here's what it says. This was a BOM, Block of the Month, from Australian designer Catherine Kerr. Cindy was excited waiting for the new blocks, which were a fun challenge. She only used fabrics from her stash, which surprisingly had enough fabric for the project. Cindy did her own machine quilting with a combination of computer-generated long arm patterns. That's neat. I need to learn how to do that, don't I? Mix patterns. There's a note down here, Aves Block of the Month by Catherine Kerr, CatherineKerr.com, and that's KathyrynKerr.com. So another very, very intricate design. All those circular patterns there, all those flying geese around the edges. I'm still thinking about a flying geese border for that Tula Pink quilt I just got done making a couple weeks ago. I took it down off the board, of course, and folded it into a big square. I'm still looking at it, contemplating what I might do. It's not a priority item, but I would like to add to that. So yes, Aves. Very pretty. She used a lot of aquas, pinks, lilac, gray, I think. Maybe a little bit of tan. Very pretty combination. And imagine having all of that in your scraps that work together so well. So we really have a gold mine in our scraps, don't we? We just put them together in a pleasing way, or just make them scrappy. I like it that way too. So I think that's all I have for you today. I hope you find something to do today in your sewing room and keep busy this week. Do a little bit. Even if you don't have any projects going currently, maybe you can rearrange your fabric, look at some of your books or patterns and get inspired, and do a few minutes of planning for doing a project in the future. I think it's a really good thing for each and every one of us to have something like this to do, to distract the mind from world events and other problems that we may be dealing with. It's just really mentally healthy for us to have a hobby. And quilting and sewing is my favorite. And I'm glad you came by today to chat with me. And I hope you have a great week. And we'll see you back here on Wednesday for all those details on that Quilt As You Go Sew Along. I'm getting excited about it, and I hope you are too. So have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Bye.